All right, so it's been a while. I haven't really covered what I've been doing because I've been working off the cuff and learning as I go. But anyway, so this is a Ninja 250 update on where we're at with the project. That's the motor that I'm not using. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm not using it. I'm using the original. I haven't even pulled parts off of it except for just now. I did take a bolt for the water pump cover just for now until I go get one. But we have disassembled the engine. We've looked around inside. Everything seems okay. We've taken off the pistons, cleaned them, put new piston rings on, gapped them, had the cylinders honed. No broken teeth on any of the gears or on the transmission that I can see by rotating it. We replaced the cam chain guides. There's this one. We have another new one too. The chain, I'm not replacing, seems to still be in spec. We have to replace the clutch basket. Found it was missing a tab. No sign of said tab anywhere inside this motor or any other damage. So hopefully it happened outside the bike at some point and they just put it back in. Also, I broke the clutch hub, taking it off, and I had to get a new one. So we're all looking pretty good in here, all things considered. New guides, pistons, and everything are straight. So let's cover this back up. Getting ready for reassembly. I cleaned out the water pump, made a new gasket for it, cleaned all the cooling stuff over there. So I had the cylinders honed by a friend of mine. They came out really nice. Pistons are wrapped up in these bags. I'm not gonna get those out. They're clean, they have no rings. Carburetor getting ready to start that. Had the head resurfaced. Came out beautifully. All this is clean now. There's the cooling setup. So we're ready to start reassembly on this engine. Get the cylinders and the head back on. All new gaskets. Everything's clean. So that's where we're at. Started a little body work, fixed. This one had a big crack in it, fiberglassed it, sanded it. You can see where somebody painted over the original decals. We're gonna have new ones made. So yeah, we're looking at this weekend into next week probably. We'll have this engine put back together and be ready to swap it into the bike. Then we're gonna do the carburetor. And yeah. Then we'll start hooking up the wire harness. I had a new wire harness. Put on the radiator, hook everything up, and we'll give it its first test run, hopefully in the next couple weeks. So that's where we're at with the project. It's been a nightmare trying to find some of these parts, and some of them are not cheap. Overall, the work isn't too bad. Just a lot of stuff you have to clean, corroded stuff, rusted stuff on a motor that's been sitting this long. But I'm not seeing any reason why it shouldn't run. I think we've fixed everything that was broken, replaced everything that absolutely needed to be replaced, cleaned things up. It looks pretty good to me. So hopefully when we get everything plugged back up, new motor in, oil, coolant, new wire harness hooked up, carburetor clean, hopefully she will crank, and it'll be the first time she's ran in 13 years. The main thing I'm worried about is the coils. Hopefully they're still good. I'm gonna check those here in a little while, test them as best I can with the multimeter, and hopefully we're in good shape there. I'm pretty confident that nothing else is gonna prevent this bike from running except my own inability to plug everything up right. So yeah, excited and nervous.